Welcome to Vibhor Steel Tubes Limited, your trusted partner in steel tube innovation for over 2 decades. As we embark on a new journey towards an initial public offering, we are excited to share our story of resilience, growth, and the vision that propels us forward. With robust manufacturing units in Maharashtra and Telangana, our production prowess is evident in every pipe we craft. Our commitment to quality has rewarded us with trust from clients across 10 countries. As a long-term production partner to Jindal Pipes Limited, our round pipes are sold under the brand Jindal Star across India and abroad. Our capacity to produce a diverse range of products is not just a number. It's a testament to our relentless pursuit of meeting the global standards of innovation and engineering. VSTL stands tall with a turnover that's consistently scaled new heights, achieving more than 1100 crore rupees in 2023. It's not just about financial numbers, it's about the value we've added to the steel industry, the jobs we have created, and the trust we have built with our stakeholders. Led by a visionary founder and backed by a formidable team, we are poised to expand our horizons. With new expansions in Odisha and Telangana, we're not just building pipes, we're laying the groundwork for a future where infrastructure and development go hand in hand. Our IPO is a milestone, marking the start of a new chapter, inviting investors to be a part of our growth story that's as strong and durable as the steel we produce. Join us on this transformative journey as we continue to build not just for today, but for a better tomorrow. Vibhor Steel Tubes Limited, innovating today, shaping the future.
Welcome everybody to the face-to-face corporate series. My name is Avinash and friends, as you know, we always introduce to you emerging companies from emerging sectors in these series. And today, friends, we've got a very interesting company by the name of Vibhor Steel Tubes Limited. And we have the privilege and the pleasure of having Mr. Vibhor Kaushik, who's the managing director of the company. Vibhorji, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time with us today. I'm pretty sure that in this small interaction, we'll be able to understand your companies in a much better way.
Absolutely.
So Vibhorji, my first question to you, which is very elementary, if you could just tell our viewers that what is the broad business model of our company, and how did this business journey start? I believe it started with one steel mill, and then gradually we have emerged as a very large steel type pipes player. So थोड़ा सा आपके बिजनेस जर्नी के ऊपर बात बताइए, और उसके बाद बताइए कि डोमेस्टिक मार्केट में हमारी क्या पोजीशनिंग है. So if you can begin.
Hello everyone. We started in 2003. As you've rightly said, we only had one tube mill in Maharashtra, a place called Sukheli, around 120 kilometers from Bombay. At that point in time, we used to manufacture somewhere around 12,000 metric tons of black pipe and galvanized pipe put together. So there was 500 of black pipe and 500 tonnage of galvanized pipe. And slowly and gradually now we've reached to a point that we have 4 tube mills in Sukheli, and we put another plant in Telangana that has 4 tube mills. Our installed capacity has also gone up. Our turnovers have also gone up. The product that we have, that we manufacture, galvanized pipe and black pipe, has a lot of usage. It goes into a lot of industries. It goes in real estate, it goes in agriculture, goes in structural, goes in fencing, furniture. So fire spectrum, and it covers a lot of spectrum. And government also has a lot of push. So that's why in all these years, we've always seen a growth. The demand of this product can never fall. It's always on a rise. As India is developing, the requirement, infrastructure requirement is coming up, and so is our products. So we'll always be in demand.
No, fine.
Domestically, we sell in domestic market, we sell in export as well. In Maharashtra, we cater to the Maharashtra dealer network and so parts of Gujarat. And in Telangana, we cater to Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Chennai, and parts of Karnataka.
Okay. No, fine. I think nicely articulated by you, Vibhorji. Now, Vibhorji, tell me one thing on a very broader macro level basis. You rightly said that, the demand for pipes is going to grow quite significantly. In fact, as infrastructure grows, the demand for steel pipes will grow. Tell me one thing over the next, say, 3 to 5 years, what is the kind of opportunity size? Like today, we are about 1,100 crores of top line. In the next 3 to 5 years, without putting a number, if you could say, what are the kind of signals you are getting from the ground, that what kind of opportunity is there for our company to grow, and what kind of market share can we hope to increase? Although, of course, we are obviously closely connected to Jindal Pipes, but obviously if they grow and if the country's economy grows, then obviously that rub-off effect comes on to ours also. So in a short, way, if you could explain what is the opportunity for us and what is the kind of tailwind you are witnessing?
There are a lot of value added products that we're coming up with. For example, in Telangana, we're coming with hollow section pipes, which has a tremendous requirement. So these hollow sections starts with 25, and we're going to go all the way up to 250 by 250. So that will generate an additional turnover. Moreover, there are other products that we're introducing. There's a product called crash barrier, which is required in a highway. National highways and also railways. There's a lot of requirement for this product. That is another product that we started in Telangana. And another is, more importantly, we're putting up a third unit in Odisha. So we are putting that plant up, and hopefully we should see its production coming up, hopefully by the end of the first quarter. So because the additional capacity is coming up, so turnover will always increase.
No, I think fine. That's pretty nice to hear, Vibhorji. Now, Vibhorji, tell me, from the prospectus and the presentation, we all know that Jindal Pipes is a large customer for us. We have a long, more than 20-year-old relationship with them. Now, going forward, the next, say, 3 to 4 years, on a very near-term scale, do you expect that this kind of, contract manufacturing which we do for Jindal Pipes pipes, will this continue going forward also, or are we looking at something over and outside this customer? So outside opportunity, kya hum capitalize karenge?
That's a very good question. The agreement that we've had with Jindal has been around for 20 years. We currently have an agreement as well for another 6 years. Besides this agreement, there is an export market that we cater around 3%. The other products that we are touching, such as crash barrier, now we have further plans to diversify in other sectors. Crash barrier is one of them. Octagon pole is one of them. High mast pole is one of them. And eventually we're seeking towards going for the manufacturing of monopole. So we will have a very diverse portfolio of products. So there will be Jindal, their volume is there to stay, but in addition to that, there are many diversification we're doing as well.
I think understood very nicely, told by you. Vibhorji, now coming back on the Jindal Pipes, business, just if you could tell our viewers, what are the broad contours of the contract? Like, is the raw material price decided, the selling price decided? Because I saw in your prospectus, there are some broad terms and conditions. So, sir, isme हमको कितना margin मिलता है? I mean, mota moti, if we get the raw material, let's say 100 rupees, do we have a reasonable margin when we sell it to Jindal Pipes, or is there some fixed price contract which you enter? So, if you could just put it simply.
Yes. So if we do a peer-to-peer comparison, our profit margins our PAT levels are more or less similar to our competitors. Okay. So what happens with Jindal Pipe is that it's a brand, and it's a very well-known brand in India and also internationally. But in domestically, this brand demands and captures a premium. So that because of the premium that they charge, this is what goes to Jindal Pipe, and that's why the premium goes to Jindal Pipe, and the rest of it remains with us. That's why our levels of profitabilities is similar to our peers.
Okay.
So the arrangement in such a way that it doesn't hamper our either the top line or the bottom line
Okay.
as compared to the other competitors in the market.
Okay. Anyway,
Moreover, it's a very comfortable arrangement that we have at the moment. For example, there's only one debtor, so payment collection is very secured. That's number one. There's the sale is always there, and the test certificates, although it's in Jindal Star's brand name, always says it's manufactured in Vibhor steel tube. So the
okay.
market is very well aware that where the material is coming from, where it's manufactured, what is the quality we're supplying. So across spectrum, all the dealers, even the builders, the end users, they know us very well, and they know where the product is coming from.
No, I think nicely told by you, Vibhorji. Now, Vibhorji, tell me one thing. What is the kind of competitive landscape we work in? Because I understand this is a very competitive industry where raw material cost management, the selling price is monitored and controlled by the end user. So what is the kind of value add which you give to Jindal pipes, and of course you also handle non-Jindal pipes customers which outside this basket. So what is it that we are good at doing? Like, is our quality much better than other comparable companies, or is our execution better than others? What is it in qualitative terms? If you could tell us, is better at Vibhor Steel Tubes, which has made us grow quite significantly over the last say 3-4 years. So if you could add some points.
We are a very conservative company. When I say conservative, we think twice, more than twice, before putting a capex. Any kind of investment that comes in, it should come with a healthy return. So every time we're putting up a new plant, new machinery, new equipment, we make sure that the cost of it is controlled in such a way that it gives us enough ROI.
Right.
So this is what we're good at. The quality is one of our premium subject. I personally take a lot of pride in it, and every time I'm in the plant, I make sure that I hold a proper healthy meeting with the quality department. So that is one front where we're very strong. All our pipes are hydro tested. All the pipes are conforming to the standards that we're providing. So because we're associated with a brand, so that has given us a leverage that our quality is always better than everybody else.
No, I think
Right.
understood. Vibhorji, just to add to you, I was at your press conference. I heard your father telling that, the kind of capital efficiency which you put in project, which you rightly mentioned, buying the right asset at the right price. I think going forward also, will you all be open to buy any acquisition or, any good mill which is available at a good price? Because that obviously helps you to generate a very good ROI. So, will this strategy continue in future also?
I have done an engineering from Arizona State University in USA. So I'm an engineer, and that has made me the technical know-how is very strong on my front. So if there's ever an acquisition of any kind of a machinery, I first go talk to the machine. When I say I talk to the machine, I see what is it that I'm buying. Is it capable of delivering what we're looking for?
Exactly.
If anything comes in, and is it coming into us at a certain price, at an economical price? So these are the aspects that we look at when we're procuring. We're always looking out if there's anything in the market.
No, I think
So
really.
at this point in time, yes,
Sorry,
at this point in time, what we're putting up in Jharsuguda, most of the equipment are in the pipeline.
Okay.
That's why we will be able to. That's why we will be able to put it in the first quarter itself.
Okay. No, I think very nicely told by you, because this is one aspect, Vibhorji, which is really very big positive for your company, because proper timely acquisition of good healthy assets at the right price which your father mentioned, which was really great. That's the reason I think you all have been able to generate a much higher return, as compared to the other competitors. So this is a big positive for you. Now,
Right.
can you on the financial side, Vibhorji,
Correct.
we saw very strong growth in the top line. Profits have almost doubled. So, broadly, Vibhorji, ये एकदम significant performance का reason क्या है? Double profit हो गया. I mean, are we expected that this growth in the profitability in the top line, hopefully, in percentage terms, can we sustain this? Or what exactly happened in FY 23 that we saw such a big jump? In fact, in FY 24, for whatever numbers have been shared in the prospectus, there also growth has been pretty solid. So, if you could tell us the reasons why this profit doubled from 11 to 20, then of course, how does the year FY 24 look?
See, this industry is a volume industry. So as your turnover grows, your profit grows, and your profitability grows as well.
Right.
So that's why you've seen our jumps going from 500 CR to 800 CR to 1100 CR on the top line. So as a top line grows, our purchasing powers becomes better and better. So your purchasing becomes at an economical price, and that's why when you do a conversion, you see a healthy returns.
Okay.
So going forward, because our turnovers are going to increase, our profitabilities should remain healthy.
Okay. So we are pretty confident that these kind of EBITDA margins, Vibhorji, we should be able to comfortably maintain. I mean, at least we can maintain these margins. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, Vibhorji, another question is now, on the initial public offer, the company is going to hit the capital market. Broadly, if you could tell us what is the kind of money we are raising from the market and what is the main objective of raising this money? If you could just, give us some details.
We're raising around 72 CR from the market at the price of share value 141 to 151. This will go towards our capital, working capital, and this will reflect in our balance sheet in terms of profitabilities, because this will have a direct impact. For example, currently our usability of working capital is around 150 CR. So this sort of money coming in will certainly reduce that burden, and that will start to reflect in the profitability.
Okay. Just one more thing, Vibhorji, you mentioned earlier in your answer that we are also planning a third unit, some capex. So that capex is going to be funded out of your internal accruals. You will not require any money externally for funding this.
So far, the machineries and everything that we've gathered has come from internal accrual.
Okay.
But as we go forward, the board meeting still has to be conducted where we decide if we're going to raise any debt. But
Okay.
so far, all of it has come from internal accruals.
Okay. Okay. No, understood. Now, coming to the working capital side of the business, Vibhorji, since you said a large part of the revenue comes from Jindal Pipes, if you could broadly tell us, what is the payment cycle? What's the normal working capital cycle from the time you get the order, you execute it, you send it to the company that is Jindal, Pipes, and then the money comes back. So, working capital cycle, how long is it? And do you have any plans to tighten it, or maybe reduce it if possible?
Our debtor days, it's been quite constant over the years. Our debtor days are around 15 days. Our inventory holding is around 45 days. I'm just giving a rough figure, maybe a little bit up and down. But this has remained a constant, because one of the requirement of this industry is that you should have an inventory with you, because there are so many number of sizes. And when a demand comes, a lot of sizes are put together during a purchase. So you have to ensure that all the inventories is with you.
Yeah.
So therefore, these number of days of inventory holding and debtor holding is quite constant.
Okay. Okay. Fine. I think Vibhorji, now another important question, from the investor standpoint. You all have developed such a strong business. Now new investors are going to join your growth journey. So as a promoter, already the valuations which you have offered to the investors are fairly attractive. 10 times earnings you all have offered the share. So tell me one thing: what could be a broad message to the new shareholders who are now going to join the growth journey for Vibhor Steel Tubes? A small message from you. What can they expect over the next, say, 2 to 3 years?
As compared to some of the competitors in the market, they had uh, come up with an IPO a long time ago when their turnovers were not nearly as much as ours. So we could have taken this decision a few years ago as well. But we decided that we're going to take this decision at once we reach a certain level. I think that level is that time has come and that level has been achieved. So we were thinking that once we cross 1,000, and that's when we're going to offer it to the public, so that the company has a confidence that we have run two units, two plants, and we've done it at a successful rate. So this was the thinking we had in terms of when to come up with an IPO.
Okay.
So for an investor coming in, you can see that we're already a fairly big player in this market. And from here, coming up with a third plant, we're here to grow
So I think
at a substantially good rate. Because northeast, where we're putting it up in Jharsuguda, has more potential. We see it as a more potential because we're very close to our raw material suppliers. Steel Authority of India is our raw material supplier. I think it's around about only 100 kilometers away. So the availability of raw material and also JSW is in the same city where we're putting up a plant. So we see a lot of potential from Jharsuguda.
okay. No, I think very nicely told by you. Vibhorji, just one question which has come out of this answer. Is logistic cost and freight cost a large component in our cost kind of basket? So, if we are near to the raw material or near to the customer, does it help us or does it matter or does not matter? If you could tell me.
Logistic plays a big role. Therefore, when we have a plant in Maharashtra, we are only being able to cater to Maharashtra
Yeah.
and to those areas which is closer to Maharashtra. For example, Gujarat, the parts of Gujarat.
Yeah.
Similarly, in Telangana, we've been able to cater to Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and parts of Karnataka because they are close by. So logistic plays a very important pivotal role. So when you're closer to the raw material supplier, your inward in logistic is drastically reduced. So when your inward logistic is drastically reduced, you're able to cater to areas which is even further away. For example, from Jharsuguda, we can cater West Bengal, Odisha, Vishakhapatnam, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. So there are many more pockets and many more locations you can cater to while sitting out there.
I think then it inherently adds to your competitive advantage. That's what I think the bottom line is. So, you all can cater to far off markets because your inward raw material cost would be quite, very competitive. So that's nice.
That is correct. That's correct. Yes.
Vibhorji, last question now, as I ask all the promoters, like you all have been, operating this business very consistently, very profitably. Now, in our business, Vibhorji, what is the main risk to our business? See, COVID was a very abnormal event, but if we look at the normal risk in our business, हमारे धंधे में सबसे बड़ा risk क्या है? And how have we managed this risk and mitigated this successfully? If you could tell me, your thoughts on this.
See this because the application of this product is across various industries. We generally don't see a downtrend in terms of our top line.
Okay.
Because what happens is if real estate is not doing good in any year, you could have agriculture sectors picking up, you could have furniture sector picking up, scaffolding picking up. If one thing is not picking up, always the others are picking up. And now that we're putting so many diversified products with India growing and a fairly stable government that we have, there's a lot of push towards coming up with a highway. There's a lot of push towards infrastructure coming up. In terms of a sale, we don't see challenge. We've never seen challenge. The only volatility is in terms of the steel prices. Prices keep on fluctuating. But what we've seen is over the year, if you look at a broader spectrum of the entire 1 year, the prices go up and down. It kind of negates itself.
Okay.
So as such, there is no negativity or downside to our industry. We only see, and this is our focus as well, that we keep focusing towards our top line. If our top line is healthy, generally the profitability is always there.
So I think nice to know that, Vibhorji. In fact, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time, and best wishes to you, Vibhorji, to your entire management team, and best wishes for your forthcoming IPOs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.